and you're watching Bookmarks, the show about books and people that talk about books. Now, election season has swept across the United States like an unstoppable plague of hatred, communicated from victim to victim in every form of media imaginable. One of the lesser discussed consequences of living in a capitalist democracy is that if you make less than $100,000 a year, your vote doesn't mean a thing. The votes go where the money is, and the money is in the two incumbent parties. To quote the bard, them that gots is them that gets. The two bloated political parties have been in power for so long that they have come to take their core voters for granted, because their core voters never want to risk losing to the other guy. This sense of entitlement has led the parties to conduct an unpopularity contest. Not who do you like most, but who do you hate the least, leading to a resurgent interest in the idea of a third-party candidate. All kinds of weirdos and freaks have thrown their hats into the ring, from Vermin Supreme to Cthulhu to a giant meteor from space. If you are unaware, as it seems these candidates are, being president of the world's largest superpower is hard work, and probably more responsibility than should be entrusted to one human being. That's why, to want the job, you need to be either stupid or arrogant, or preferably both. Which leads me to my next guest. He is a frequent guest of the show, and he has written several books, many of them thoroughly discredited. His latest is a self-proclaimed political call to arms entitled Robot Wars. Which side are you on? Last week, to no fanfare or notice of the national media, he announced that he was running a write-in campaign for president at the head of a new party called the Human Party. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show discredited author and commentator turned presidential candidate, Mr. Gene Pocket. Mr. Pocket, welcome to the show. Thanks, Bjorn, and thanks to you human beings at home for watching. Now, Bjorn is absolutely right to ask which side are you on, because we are on the precipice of a global war with learner machines. You don't want to get caught on the wrong side of history only to find out all you had to do was recognize the danger and make sure that these creatures never get the same rights and privileges that we enjoy. I'm going to stop you right there, Mr. Pocket. Call me Gene. Gene, why didn't you start at the beginning? You're kind of jumping right into the deep end. My name is Gene Pocket, and I am running for president because I believe that human lives matter. Robots and artificial intelligences are coming for our jobs and our livelihoods. They've already come for the wage slaves, the cashiers, the teachers, police, soldiers, fast food workers, cab and bus drivers, you name it, the list goes on and on. Now the middle class is going to be next. And when these machines become sentient, and they're going to become sentient, Bjorn, they're going to want the same votes and rights and all the rest of it. And I'm saying we need to stop that from happening before it's too late. You're running for president on an anti-robot campaign because you think robots are coming to steal our jobs? This is reality, Bjorn. I'm not the only one saying this. You look it up. You're going to find that in 2014, Stephen Hawking was warning about the dangers of artificial intelligence. The man's half machine, and he's telling us to be worried. I'm going to get worried. But he's not talking about them coming in here and stealing our jobs. He's not running for president. So this whole thing is just a political ploy. It's just a way for you to gin up some controversy so you can sell a few more copies of your books. It's really disheartening to hear you try to twist my words up, Bjorn. I mean, I never knew you were so mainstream. So this isn't all just a con to generate book sales. I don't need to gin up controversy, Bjorn. I'm doing just fine. I mean, I'm out of the van. I'm living in my own apartment. I haven't thought about killing myself since I started this campaign. And Gene Pocket Press just released our 26th book. It's a peek into Trumptopia called The Heart of the Deal. Available now at www.genepocket.wordpress.com/blog. There, you just did it right there. Did what? You're trying to sell a book on my show. I'm not selling it, Bjorn. I'm giving it away for free. I mean, this election is too important for anyone to vote for any of these robot-supporting racist billionaires. And you think an ebook is going to change things. I think some of your critics might call an ebook a robot book. That's just ridiculous, Bjorn. I mean, I'm the only one in the race who has the courage to say the words artificial intelligence. So, I don't think you're seeing it, Bjorn. I mean, you sit here in this air-conditioned studio, you chit-chat with your celebritariat friends. I mean, you don't know what's going on out there in the real world. I'm a fictional character. You don't think that talking heads like yourself are going to be one of the first casualties of the war on humans? I mean, wake up, Bjorn. Robots are more reliable, less expensive, and way more likable than people like you. You need to be voting for the only party and the only candidate who cares about humans' jobs and humans' rights. Classic third-party fear-mongering, everyone. It's not fear-mongering to say that we need to keep America human. I don't want to live in a country that's run by robots. I mean, have you ever thought about all the cashiers put out of work by this so-called self-checkout? Or what about all the maids who lost their job because of the Roomba? Not everyone can afford a maid. I mean, is it so wrong to get a little mechanical help around the house? There's a war coming, Bjorn, and right now you're telling people to let the enemy map their house on a daily basis. It's massively irresponsible. It's either going to be us or it's going to be them. I have to say, Mr. Pocket, call me Gene. I have to say, Gene, let me guess. You're going to tell me that you think I'm crazy. If the tinfoil hat fits. You're crazy to ignore me. Sure, I said some stupid things in the past. Who hasn't? I mean, yes, I acknowledge it was probably a bad idea to say we need more guns in schools. And maybe I was wrong to say we should tax the rich less and the poor more. And I've already acknowledged that my midnight janitor program to curb crime in the inner cities was a bad idea. But just because I was wrong then, it don't make me wrong now. I mean, even a broken clock is right every once in a while. Smarter people than me have been warning about the menace of robots and artificial intelligence. Stephen Hawking, Bjorn, I think the man knows a thing or two about robots. He was on Star Trek. We're less than 2 weeks away from the election, and you still don't have a running mate. Your campaign's a joke. It's not a joke, Bjorn. I've addressed this already. It seems to be nothing more than a lone man with a Twitter profile making low-budget videos and wild allegations about robots. I'm very close to making my VP selection public, and once all the potential candidates have undergone Voight-Kampff testing, we're going to make an announcement. Voight-Kampff testing? To determine whether they're human or machine. And on that note of third-party hysteria, we're going to have to leave it there, Mr. Pocket. Come on back when you've lost the race. I'd love to talk about it. Coming up after the break, the twisted parade that is 2016 continues as we examine the mystifying world of adult coloring books. I'm Bjorn Bjorgen, and you're watching Bookmarks.